Good evening, all of you. How are you all doing? Good evening. A very, very warm welcome to this session. And it's so good to see all of you. Hey, Dilip, Tanishka, Rashmi, Raju. Hey, Pooja. Good evening, all of you. Hey, Ritika, Jasmine, Arya. Good evening, guys. How are you all doing? How's the preparation going on? Hey, Neha. Hey, Rakesh. Yes, definitely. I can see all of you. I can read your chats. Yes. I am doing really well. Thank you so much, all of you. Hey, Prateek. Pradnya. Good evening. Yes, Rakesh, I'm doing much better. Thank you. Hey, Anita. So good to see all of you here virtually, of course. Great. All right, by the way, you see something at the back, right? What is this? Let's start this session today by asking, I'll just shoot a couple of questions and then we'll get started. Yes. What do you see at the back? And which fiber do you think we can get from this? Yes, Ritika, absolutely. Hey, Krishna. Oh, you are absolutely right. Correct. So, yes, what you can see at the back. Correct, yes. Cotton. Okay. No, that's not cotton. Yes, it's a silkworm. You people are right. Most of you have said silkworm, right? Correct. And yes, you get silk from this. Good, all of you. And we are going to learn much more in today's session. So there you go. We are here with a mission. That is mission midterms. And we're going to have one short session today. And the chapter is Fiber to Fabric. How is the revision going on, guys? I think most of you have your exams coming up really soon. Maybe, towards August end or September or October. Nonetheless, they're around the corner for sure. And effective revision is something that cannot be rushed. We all know that, right? We need effective skills, effective strategies to make sure that our revision is very effective. It's going good. Great, guys. अरे वाह मयंक, तो अब अगले साल एग्जाम्स नहीं देने आपने? Superb, so good to know that. Yes, Rashmi. Oh, Mayank is in grade 8. Then you would definitely know everything that's there. So from the exam point of view, we would be covering this chapter in one go. So I would let you know all the important topics. And these are the topics that we just cannot miss. So keep putting a tick, on whatever you know and keep making notes of whatever you don't know. Great. Absolutely, guys. But before we get started, I hope all of you have already registered for ANTHE, that's Akash National Talent Hunt exam. Something really prestigious, something really important. Because if you have a dream, if you wish to be a doctor or engineer, you know what to do. Yes? Great. Okay, it's in September. Nice. Absolutely, guys. You can see on the screen we have the dates. Online and offline mode dates are there right in front of you and you can enroll for free. And the clock is ticking, guys. Time is running. So quickly go because, this is one opportunity that you must grab. For sure, without a doubt. Because you can get up to 100% scholarship, which is amazing, right? And you will get all India rank. So you'll actually know where you stand at it, completely all India level. And what else? You will also get cash rewards. That is again something really amazing. And for mock ANTHE test, see how the exam would be like. For that you need to give the mock test as well. And we're providing you with all the prerequisites that are required and you need not worry about anything. But the catch, as you can see, is this amazing trip. Completely, all expenses included, right? Amazing, guys. Yes, Amrita. Good, all of you. So yes, I hope you all have registered for this, because this is like your first step towards achieving your dream. I know most of you have already registered. Even if there is one child जिसने नहीं किया अभी तक, guys, I want all of you to help each other. Tell your friends also about it. Not even one child should be left behind. Yes, Chandni. Good. Yeah, Mayank, it's very similar. You're right. You know, this is one chapter that's in a way being covered in grade 6 also, 7 also, 8 also, in some way or the other. Hey, Radhika. Oh, I just read the name that was there. Yes. All right. I know the session started in April, and before you could actually, you know, breathe this newness, we have our exams coming up. Exams are just round the corner, but don't worry, guys. We are in this together. And that's why we are, you know, together in this race to get full marks, 100% in midterms. Amazing, all of you. Yes. Not exactly in grade 9. Absolutely, Srishti. So, you know, this is the right time to get the exam mode, you know, to get into the exam mode full on. If you're ready, I want loads and loads of thumbs up in the comment section. Let me see how excited are you for your, you know, upcoming exams. How excited are you for the session? Show me some energy. Let's see. Loads of thumbs up, loads of smileys, and then we get started. And this mission that we have for you, the aim is to get full marks, and for that we will be coming up with all kinds of sessions for all of you. Starting from chapter revision, we'll be giving the notes, and you know where, on Telegram, right? Mock test would be there, so complete quiz, chapter-based quiz is something that is definitely in line for all of you. Important exam-based questions, see, this is very important to actually understand the trend, how the questions are being asked in the exam, and we are here to help you out with that. One-shots would be there, doubt-solving sessions would be there, and today we are starting with one-shot for this chapter. Yes, Dilip, we'll have Menti really soon, don't worry about this. Yes, Tanishka, Menti would begin really soon. Today, first, it's very important to understand the concepts that are there, guys. See, unless and until you know the concepts, how will you solve the application-based questions? So today I'll keep telling you, okay, that this concept is super important and how different questions can be twisted from that particular concept. Hey Divijyoti, so good to have you. Alright, so on popular demand, this is something that we've in a way got back. Mini learning program is now free, but hey, it's just for the first 1,000 users per week. So today's Tuesday, quickly go. The week has just started, right? Only for the first 1,000 users, it's going to be free. And if you actually use this code YTFIRST, you will be taught by India's top teachers. Isn't this amazing? To get your doubts clarified, to understand the concepts by the top teachers that are available. Hey Dilip, I'm doing much better. Thank you. Hey Divijyoti, that's great. Yes, all of you. So quickly go use this before this expires. You know, it's for, again, I'm saying it's for first 1,000 users only. You can actually book the class as per your convenience. Choose the topic of your choice. You know the drill. Go ahead and understand, learn in the most innovative manner. Yes, Krishna, even I can't wait. Alright, so for today, what are we going to cover? Let's see. Let's see what's the agenda for today. So we'll be talking about wool, we'll be talking about life history of silk moth, we'll be talking about types of silk, and from cocoon to silk. Now these are the topics, I'll put 3 stars here. These are the topics that you just cannot miss. So this chapter is in a way divided in these 4 topics, right? Further divided into these 4 topics. Now, this is something that is very important and we sometimes take it for granted कि यार आता है, wool hai pata hai, silk hai pata hai, but how the questions can be twisted, because more or less they just change the language. They just twist the language of the question and we start feeling, arey, this is out of syllabus. But remember, nothing out of your book, nothing out of your syllabus would ever be asked. It's just that now spoon feeding is not being done. Direct questions are not there. They want you to think. They want you to apply that knowledge. And that's why we are here. We'll discuss each and every topic. Make sure that you're able to revise in this particular time frame so that baat ka time bach jaye. Yes? Great, guys. All right. So quickly give me a green signal and we'll get started. Hey Kanti. Hey Sirisha. Chalo fatafat se let me know if everything is working fine and then we get started with today's class. Yes, all of you, I can see that. That's great. All right, thank you for giving me this. Good to go. And guys, I want all of you to be very, you have to make this live class very lively. You have to keep participating. I want the class to be very interactive. So let's get started. And I'll ask you a lot of questions. You have to keep posting the answers in the chat box. Done? And yes, towards the end, I'll actually, let you know who were the kids, who were the students who were super active, जिन्होंने सारे question का answer दिया. Oh, where is the toy? We'll get this in the next class, Pradnya. Great, I can see so much of energy out there. So let's get started with wool. Now, fibers, we all know, can be natural or they can be synthetic. And when we talk about natural fibers, wool is just one of them. Natural fibers also we can get from plants or we can get from animals. Now in grade 6, you've studied about cotton and jute. So you know about the natural source, which is like plants. Plant-based sources, you know. Now it's time to understand the animal sources that are there. So wool we get from sheep and many more wool-yielding animals are also there. And then after a lot of steps, we finally convert it into a woolen fabric. Now, in winters, we all feel very cozy in these woolen fabrics, isn't it? All right, Rakesh has given the entire signal. That's great. All right, so besides sheep, which other wool-eating animals are there? Quickly, in the chat box. Sheep, we all know. That's like the first thing that pops in our mind. When we say wool, kahan se aata hai? What else? Let's see. And Anita, I'm waiting for your answer. Goat. Chani says goat. Tanishka says llama, alpaca. Pradnya says camel. Kanti says sheep. Yes, yak. Correct. Llama, camel, alpaca, goat. Good, all of you. So, in the exam, sometimes for a 1 marker, they can ask you some wool-yielding animals and they ask you maybe, 2 or 4. So, it can be half plus half or it can be 1/4 of a mark for 4 wool-yielding animals. Nonetheless, I am sure you're not gonna get that 1 mark for sure. Alright, now when we talk about wool, that's actually obtained from fleece of sheep. And we all know what fleece means. It means hair, right? Now this could actually be coarse beard hair or it could actually be very fine soft hair. Now, coarse means rough. So it could be rough or it could be soft. We all know till here. What do you think we would prefer? Let's see, let's ask you. Is it going to be coarse, rough hair or maybe, fine, soft hair? Good evening. Soft one. Yes. I am doing really well. Thank you, guys. So, yes, we are preferring the soft underhairs, right? And actually, there is a process for that which is known as selective breeding. So, this is a process for selecting parents for special offspring, for special characteristics that we want in the offsprings. So, in the offsprings, if you want certain special characteristics, you have to choose the parent accordingly, and that process is known as selective breeding. So say suppose right now we're talking about fine soft hair, right? We want fine soft hair. That means the parents should also have fine soft hair, both the parents. Yes? So again, this is a very important one marker wherein they can ask you what exactly is selective breeding. Selective, that means we are selecting the parents, right? We are selecting the parents based on certain characteristics, certain features that we would want in the offspring to have. Yes, so I hope you have understood, and this one mark is in your pocket. Now, as you people said, we have so many other wool-yielding animals. We have camels, so the fur on the body of camels can also be used to give us wool. Then we've got cashmere goat, and it's in a way producing cashmere wool. You know the fine shawls that we all use? You know from where it's coming now, right? Then Angora wool we can get from Angora goat, really famous in Jammu Kashmir. We've got llama. I saw a lot of you write about this as well. Llama, alpaca. They are found in South America. They also give us wool. And yak is also common in Tibet and Ladakh. You people have already answered this. You know about this. So in case they ask you, say, other than sheep, tell us some wool-yielding animals, I'm sure you'll be able to nail that question. Yes? Great, guys. All right. Now, camel, of course, is giving us camel wool. And we can, have amazing carpets made out of it. We've got cashmere goat giving us pashmina wool. Pashmina shawls are there, scarves are there. You must have heard about this, right? And Angora goat giving us mohair wool. Now look at this. It's lustrous. As you can see, clearly there's a certain shine that's present here. Yes. Oh, Dilip is already telling what rearing means. We'll definitely come to that. So mohair wool basically means, it has certain shine. It's lustrous. Absolutely, Sanjay. You're correct. Good, all of you. All right. Now, I saw somebody was writing about rearing already. So when I asked you how the revision is going, I can definitely see it's going really cool. So, rearing and breeding of sheep followed by processing fibers into wool. So these are the two steps, and by that we finally obtain wool. So we'll start with the first one, that is rearing. And you will tell me quickly what this means. What is the meaning of rearing of sheep? Dilip has already answered. Dilip has in a way told us, chalo ma'am shearing, abhi rearing karenge, फिर shearing की बात करेंगे. Yes, Krishna, Dilip, you people are absolutely right. It's in a way raising the animals, right? You would be providing food, you would be providing shelter, healthcare. So you'll be keeping the animal, you'll be feeding the animal, you'll be providing all the medical care. You'll be giving everything to protect the animal, to make sure that, the animal is growing properly. That is rearing. And you will feed them with grass, oil cakes, pulses, corn. Yes, Army Girl says, Army Girl, I've forgotten your name. What's your name? You can let me know in the comment section. But you're absolutely right, huh? Taking care. Yes, correct. So you must have seen shepherds taking, sheep for grazing. Have you actually seen it ever? Like in real life, not in movies and all. How many of you have actually seen this? Srishti. Many of you, yeah, great. You people like traveling. Yes. Hey Kanti, when we talk about oil cakes, it's actually the material that's left behind after, you take out oil from seeds. Hey Jasmine. Yes, Tanishka. बहुत बढ़िया. Tanishka is helping everybody out. Alright, now coming to breeding. Well, we all just talked about selective breeding, so you know what breeding means, right? It's the process of selecting parents. Yeah, absolutely right. See, we want to obtain good quality wool. Right. For that, good quality wool in the offspring would come by selecting the parents. So selective breeding, you all know. Alright, now coming to processing. I see a lot of you were writing about shearing. कि यार rearing हो गया, breeding हो गया, अब shearing क्या है? See, this chapter has a lot of possible one marker questions. All of these terms that you see could be asked as a one marker, or maybe they can give you some questions based in where you have to identify the process. So the images that are given in the book are equally important. Please note the diagrams, the images. They might ask you to identify the process also. Correct. Shearing basically means shaving off hair. Correct, guys. Absolutely. Removal of fleece along with thin layer of skin. See, wool yielding animals have a very thick coat, like thick coat of hair, right? Why is this being done in summers? I've kind of given you a hint also. This is a very important question. Sometimes this comes as a 2 marker. They ask you what shearing is and why is it being done in summers. So very important 2 marker question out there for all of you. Yes, correct. So the hair traps a lot of air. Good, all of you. And air is a bad conductor. Yes, it's a bad conductor of heat. So we don't want that kind of warmth in summers, right? But we definitely love it in winters. And there is a video about shearing. Shearing doesn't hurt the animal. So there is a video on this on the channel. You can definitely go and watch the video as well. So in a way, shearing is like caring. This shearing also. Yes, it doesn't hurt the animal. Now, after shearing, after you shave off the hair, the next step is to clean it. And for that, we need to do thorough washing. That is what is scouring. So, washing of the skin, sheared skin, to remove any kind of dust or dirt that's there. Now, initially it was being done by hand. Now we have machines for same. Yes, absolutely. That is scouring. The next step is sorting. So, just like we sort everything around us, we need to sort, in a way separate hair of different textures as well. And then removing burrs. Now, these burrs, they are like the small fluffy fibers. How many of you have seen burrs? How many of you have noticed it actually? Hey, Saurabh. Oh, a lot of you. Yes, correct. Okay, that is great. You have observed burrs on your sweaters. That is absolutely right. Now, separation needs to be done. Who is going to tell me what the next step is? So we started with shearing, then scouring, then we've got sorting, we've got removing burrs. What's the next step? Sometimes there are 6 steps and all. And it comes as a 3 marker to just name the steps, half for every step. What is the next step? Let's see, what are you voting for? A lot of you are saying dyeing, but I can see Kanti is saying rolling. Decide karo, chalo. I want one answer in the chat box. You people decide amongst yourself. Is it going to be dyeing? Is it going to be rolling? What is it going to be? Srishi is also saying rolling. Ritika is saying dyeing. Tanishka is saying dyeing. Knitting. Dyeing. Okay. Yes. I can see the majority voting for dyeing. So the natural fleece of sheep, it's brown or black or white, right? But after dyeing, we can have it in different colors. Isn't this amazing? Like we see right now, if you go out to the market, you'll actually see it in different colors. That's because they are being dyed. And finally, they can be rolled. So fibers, they are straightened, they are combed, and then finally they are rolled into yarn. And that's how we see the final product. Yes, correct, all of you. All right. So, these are all the steps that are required: shearing, scouring, followed by sorting. Then we've got removing burrs, dyeing, and rolling. Guys, first of all, please pay attention over here. You need to know the meaning of all these terms. I'm telling you the kind of questions that can come in the exam. You need to know the meaning of all these terms. Secondly, you need to know the order, correct order. Sometimes they'll ask you, what needs to be done before and after scouring? You should know what scouring means so that you can figure out what is being done before that, what is being done after that. This is how they can twist the questions. And the third type is that they'll give you the image. They'll give you the picture and you have to identify the process. बिल्कुल हिंदी में भी समझाएंगे, इंग्लिश में भी समझाएंगे. All right, Shravani. Now coming to silk. How many of you like silk fabrics? किस किस को पसंद है silk? Yes, Kanti, I know Hindi. The moment we see some shiny, soft fabric, we know we're talking about silk, right? So, a natural protein fiber known for its luster, that means the shiny appearance. Strength, well, it's the strongest natural fiber in the world. And durability, that means it lasts longer. So, we have the next topic, silk, with us. Yes, it's the strongest natural textile. I also likes it. Great. Now, this we've already figured out, right? Source of silk, we have silkworms. They are the larval form, of the silk moth. Yeah, silk sari, correct. You remember the silk sari I had shown earlier. Good. You people pay attention, and the moment you reply something like this, you pinpoint something like this, you mention something like this in the chat box, it makes me feel very, very happy. Correct. See, larval means it's the active immature form. And then they spin the silk fibers. So let's recall the interesting history that we've discussed. Interesting history of silk moth. Hey Shravani, thank you. Now, the first step. Tell me what you see. Quickly. Let's see if you people can recall. The image is right in front of you. If I ask you what is happening over here. That's great. Oh, really? Ritika has seen silkworms and she finds them horrible. Oh, great. Yes, the female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs. That's how it starts, right? A few are shown over here. Alright, then the caterpillar or larvae, they're hatched from these eggs. So they come out. Hatch means to come out from these eggs. So they grow in size and they actually weave a net to hold themselves. So eggs hatch into caterpillars or silkworms that feed on mulberry leaves. Very important. They just eat mulberry leaves. They're like, that's the only thing they want. They are definitely not like us. Like we have different cravings. They just want mulberry leaves. Alright, then after that, the caterpillar actually secretes a fiber made of a protein. This is very important. You need to know what exactly the caterpillar is secreting. And then it completely covers itself by silk fibers. And this covering is known as cocoon. So C for covering, C for cocoon. Never get confused what cocoon means now. Silkworms, they form a cocoon. And that's a covering. Okay. Around itself, which is the source of silk. Yeah, Pratik, it's their favorite. Alright, then it turns into pupa, and development of pupa, it takes place, it continues inside the cocoon. So pupa, in a way, you can take it to be the intermediate stage. It's not the first one, it's not the last one. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a stage of development. Yes, correct. Oh, you've seen it, Ritika. Great. Absolutely. So see, initially we have the larva, right? Then, of course, it turns into pupa eventually, and finally into adult. So बीच में है कहीं पे. Good. Yes. So there you go. This is the entire life history of silk moth. In the beginning, you can see the female silk moth is laying loads of eggs, hundreds and thousands of eggs, and then, you know, the larva caterpillar, they are hatched from the eggs, and then, of course, a covering is being made around, that is known as cocoon. It finally gets converted into pupa, and the development of pupa continues inside the cocoon, and finally, you know, that's how the growth takes place. You know Hindi, you know Bhojpuri, and a little much English. Okay. Yes, Saurabh. Absolutely. Now, just like we've got variety of wool fabrics with us, we have different types of silk as well. So, I've, in a way, showing you 4 over here, right? Tussar, Muga, Kosa, Mulberry. Now, you will tell me which is the highest quality silk. And let's see who's going to be the first one to answer. Keep learning. What's your name, bacha? Tanishka says it's Tussar. Saurabh says Mulberry with a lot of exclamation marks. Okay. Tussar, Mulberry. Out of these 4, you have to tell me. Highest quality silk. Mulberry, Mulberry, Mulberry. Kosa, Mulberry, Mulberry. Tussar, Mulberry, Mulberry. Okay. Yes, actually Mulberry, it's the most common also. It's soft, lustrous, elastic. It can be dyed in beautiful colors as well. It's the highest quality silk. Alright, now from cocoon to silk, how do we go? What's the journey like? Again, the first step is rearing. So we know what rearing means. We've talked about rearing of sheep. So rearing in a way would mean taking care, right? And the same we have to do with silkworms as well. So rearing of silkworms for raw silk is actually known as sericulture. So the silkworms, they are basically kept, they are reared at appropriate temperature, at appropriate humidity levels. And that's how we obtain the silk threads. Yes, correct. Rearing, aise dhyan rakho, it's like taking care. Alright, now talking more about this, well, you already know that the female silk moth is, you know, laying hundreds of eggs at a time, and then the eggs are there, and these are being kept at suitable conditions of temperature and humidity and hygienic conditions also. And that's how basically we are rearing silkworms. Then after that, when suitable temperature is there, when it's being provided to the egg, what happens? What do you see? The larva or caterpillar or silkworm basically comes out of the egg and starts eating day and night. Bahut sara, you know, say for about 25-30 days, it keeps eating, and then finally stops. Yes, correct. Yes, that is what is sericulture. Creative minds, absolutely right. Alright, then, of course, silkworm spins the cocoon, and there you go. Cocoons are used to make silk fibers. That's great, Megha. So good to read that. She got 39.5 out of 40. Amazing. Ritika is saying, bhukkad ho jate hain kya silkworms? They keep eating only. Yes, they move their hair, Tanishka. Absolutely right. हाँ, थोड़े time बाद they stop eating. 25-30 days. Army girl got 10 on 10. That's great. बिल्कुल हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में समझाएंगे. Yes, Sanjay, you remember? Good to know that. Alright, so this was about rearing. How, you know, we are in a way taking care of the silkworms. And of course, the eggs are being kept at under good conditions. Next is processing. And you will tell me which is the first step in processing. Chalo, फटाफट से बताओ. First step क्या है? Tanishka says reeling. Oh, Ritika is saying it तो अजीब से होता है. Ritika is having a lot of fun in today's session. Reeling. Sanjay is also saying reeling. Collection. What about others? Processing का first step बताना है. A lot of you saying reeling. Are you sure? चलो देखते हैं. Let's see. When we talk about processing silk, the first step, guys, which you forgot, reeling would definitely come, but the first step is boiling. The cocoons are kept under the sun. They're basically exposed to heat. And why are they being exposed to heat? Why are they being kept under sun? You will tell me the answer in the comment section. क्यों करना है ये? हाँ, अब सबको याद आ गया boiling. Yes, we have some animal lovers out there as well. To reduce the stickiness. Rashmi, what did you write? Let me know your name. Yes. Correct. The stickiness would reduce, and then reeling, as you people said. Then the threads are, taken out from the cocoon. Then finally they are converted into yarn, because we know fiber first gets converted into yarn, and then finally it's woven into the silk fabric. Yes, they do. Yes, after spinning, weaving is being done, and then finally you get the material. Radhika. Mulberry. Mulberry leaves बहुत पसंद है. Correct. Yes, army girl. All right. Yes, guys. So this was about processing silk. Now I want to see 2 thumbs up. One for wool, one for silk. If you've understood these 2 fibers, these 2 animal-based fibers, quickly 2 thumbs up, and let me see how many are going to quickly post these thumbs up. Chalo, fatafat say, let's see. Sirisha's understood, Megha's understood, Pavani, Tanishka, Divijyoti, Army Girl, keep learning, Kanti, Dilip, Krishna, Radhika, Ritika, good, all of you, Pradnya. And as I said, I'm going to tell you, the kids who were very, very interactive. So I have the names with me. But before I just, speak those names, I want all of you to quickly like the video. फटाफट से like कर दो if you've understood whatever we've revised, and I've told you what kind of questions can come. किस type के questions आएंगे. These are the topics that you just cannot miss. This is like, in 30 to 40 minutes, we have in a way revised the entire chapter. If you've understood these concepts, you'll be able to solve all application-based questions, which also we will be discussing. Don't worry about that. Yes. Fatafat say quickly like this video, and yes, Dilip, Tanishka, Army Girl, Saurabh, Ritika. So Ritika is there with some other name. Radhika is also there with some other name. These were the kids who were very interactive from the very beginning, who knew what to answer, who have proper understanding of the chapter. So well done. Yes, you people are like my rock stars. Hey Rupa. Hey Radhika, that's great. Yes, Shravani also. Krishna. Good all of you. And yes, how can I forget about this? See, with mutual love and support, we've come such a long way. And now you can actually connect with us on Telegram as well. That's like a little family of our own, a small family that we have, right? This will strengthen our bond. So quickly go, the link is there in the description box. I know many of you have joined Telegram. For the rest of you who've not yet joined, the link is there. Join us and you can actually talk to us every Friday at 3 p.m. as well. And we can get to know each other. Like, academically we know we are talking, but maybe, outside the class as well. Yes, correct. Plus the homework poll quiz. You can participate and win special mentions and goodies. And by the way, BYJU'S की goodies बहुत सही होती है. We all know that, right? Yes, Yogesh. Yes. Friday, 3 p.m. You'll have your teachers coming live for you and you can ask them anything. Yes, Dilip. Absolutely. Most interactive student. Correct. Good, all of you. Hey, Mahi. You want us to come up with ICSE sessions? You can just leave your suggestion in the chat box. Leave it in the comment section. Once the session is over, and we'll definitely pick it up. Good to know that, all of you. Alright, I want all of you to post something right after this session. In the comment section, I want all of you to tell me any one advantage of shearing. We've talked about shearing, right? Any one advantage that you feel is something really important, why shearing needs to be done. And I'll wait for your answers in the comment section. And yes, this goes without saying that we have got you covered. I know your exams are out in the corner and we are here at every step. And guys, don't forget to register for ANTHE, because I know you have the dream. You have a dream, right? A lot of you are aiming to be doctors, engineers, and even if that's not your dream, appearing for such exams will definitely help you in future. You'll actually understand this is going to be a pseudo exam environment when you give the mock test papers, and you'll learn something out of it. So what needs to be there is that you should come out of your comfort zone and you should actually attempt new things in life. So go ahead, registration is for absolutely free, guys. So free mein to I think we should try everything that's there. Great, yes, it's for classes 7th to 12th in grade 7, right? Good. And don't forget the mission. We have a mission, right? And that mission midterm, we are in this together. It's race to 100% in midterms, race to ace the exam. So we will be coming up with all these kinds of sessions. Whatever we've listed here, these are the important type of sessions that you require to ace the exam. And where will you get everything in a very comprehensive manner? Only here at BYJU'S, right? So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Quickly hit the like, share and subscribe button, because that's very important. कैसे पता चलेगा यार, नहीं तो miss कर दोगे कोई important session, and we don't want that. Every session holds a lot of importance and definitely will make, will remarkably change your marks in the exam. Test पक्का होगा. Bilkul. See, mock test would be there, complete chapter quiz would be there. Today we had one short session, right? We'll have marathons also, we'll have important questions based on the exam. Like from the exam point of view, we'll get revision for, every chapter that we are doing, doubt solving sessions, everything, you name it, and it's there. Alright, and yes, I hope you all are there and you know about this mini learning program. Quickly register, guys, because it's free only for the first 1,000 users. So for superior learning, you know what to do. Great, guys. And yes, now that the chapter is over, I want all of you to focus on, whatever you know and focus more on whatever you don't know. So go ahead, revise this, and I hope you don't feel that exam is like a problem. Don't feel that way, because I know exams are around the corner and we tend to feel that problem lag raha hai, exams aa rahe hain. Yeah, some of you feel that way. Don't feel. Be with us. Be here. We are there for you and we'll definitely turn it to your advantage. Yes, tension nahi leni. Bilkul nahi lena. And fatafat say hit the like, share and subscribe button. Keep smiling, keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next session. Take care, bye-bye.